Hi guys, thanks again for watching. This is another Flash Friday, and today I have got a really fun tutorial that is pretty user-friendly for, I would say, a lot of skill levels, and that is the subtle cat eye. Now, if you know me at all, which you probably don't, but I'm going to tell you, I love a cat eye. I have been doing a cat eye for years and years and years, and while I have it down to an art, I've actually been kind of doing a less is more makeup look these days. And I found that this technique, which I'm about to show you, is perfect. And I think this technique is just a way to get a little bit more of the cat eye look, but not as dramatic if you don't want that. So without rambling on and on and on, I'm just going to zoom you guys in and I'm going to put some makeup on my eye. Okay, first things first is you need a small angled brush. The one that I choose to use is the MAC 263. It is a really defined angled brush, and it has stiff bristles, which is key. You don't want too much flexibility or you won't be able to get the definition. Next thing you're going to want is something of an eyeshadow. Any eyeshadow will do, whatever color you prefer. Obviously, I like a little bit darker. This is the Give It To Me Straight, and I'm going to be going in with this color on the corner, which is called Actually.
So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to stamp it on exactly where you want the little wing to go. This is the easiest way to get it exactly where you want, and then start pulling it down toward the middle of your eye. Go back in, and I like to stamp it really close to my lash line to get it a little bit more diffused and spread out. I'm doing the same thing on the other eye, and don't worry, you're probably going to have one eye that you do better than the other. That's always the case. You'll notice that I turn the brush the other direction, and that's just so I can get the tip down a little bit closer to my eye where I want it a bit thinner. And just kind of go in and get as much on your lash line as you want, and really you can get very close to it. It gives it a very kind of one with your eyelash look. You can then thicken up your line if you want, just kind of define it a bit more.
So this is what it looks like finished. One thing to keep in mind, and I also struggle with this, is tapering it toward the inner part of your eye. It can be hard, but with these tiny little MAC brushes, it does make it easier, and you can just kind of stamp it in there. Also, don't be worried that this part is a bit smudged out. This is supposed to be subtle. So you're not going to have a huge wing, and it's not going to be the most precise line. You're using eyeshadow, so it's going to be a little bit less precise. In the beginning, it might be more precise, but as the day goes on, it'll get a little smudged out. But this is your final look, close up. So I think one of the things that I love about this eye look is that it is super friendly. I think a lot of people get overwhelmed when you have something like this. This is the Stylist Stay All Day, because when you make a brush stroke, you have very little room for mistakes. But when it comes to a brush like this and eyeshadow, you really have the flexibility of being able to kind of brush it how you like. And I just think it gives you a much more subtle look. Just look at that. Like, it hardly, I mean, you don't even have to do the cat eye. You can do just a little flick, and it just gives you just this really like subtle but kind of accentuated look. So those are my two tricks for how to do a really subtle cat eye with just a little angled brush and some eyeshadow. And this eyeshadow is really cheap. This is Colourpop. You can find other ones, but you just want probably a darker color so you can actually see it. So I hope you guys enjoyed Flash Fridays, and I will see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye!